What's up, everyone? This is LeetCode 11, container with most water. We've done this problem in Python. Now we're going to do it in C++, right? You can read the problem statement if you want. I'm just going to summarize it. Basically, we're just going to have to find the maximum amount of water a container can store, and our inputs are basically these walls, right? And so using these walls, what's the most amount of water that it can contain? You're really just returning the area because this problem is more like a math problem, really. Um, all it's asking is what is the largest area that you can find? Because really, when it says volume of water or amount of water, I guess it doesn't say volume anywhere, does it? I don't think so. But it's 2D, right? So you're really just finding the area. So it's more like a math problem. Um, no, let's make some observations, right? Let's compare this wall to this wall. Um, the water will only go up to the lowest wall, right? Because obviously, if it goes higher, it'll spill out. So that's one observation, right? And to calculate the area, we'll basically take the height of the lowest wall and multiply that by the distance between these two columns, and that'll give us the area, right? So in terms of how we're going to do this programmatically, basically, we're just going to start a left pointer at the left and a right pointer at the end. Um, size -1, right? And we're going to have a variable called water. You can call it area, whatever you want to call it. So far, we haven't seen anything, so we're going to initialize it to 0, right? So our left pointer is here, our right pointer is here. And again, remember, to calculate the area, we're going to take the height of the lowest one and multiply that by the distance. So really, we're just calculating the area, right? Height times length. So basically, the way this is going to work, you can do less than r, it doesn't matter. I like doing while they're not equal. For the while statement, or the expression, right? So the way this is going to work is we're going to find out what is the small column, right? So let's compare these two walls using the left pointer and the right pointer and find out what the height is for the smaller one. And so we're going to say int small col, and let's take the minimum between the height of the left wall and the height of the right wall, right? Because again, we want the one that's lower because again, the water can only go up to the lowest one. It can't go higher. It would spill out, right? So we're gonna basically find the height of the lowest wall. That's our height. Okay, you can call this height. I just call it small col for the column. And to calculate the water, we're gonna take the max between all the previous waters we've seen so far. Well, it'll be a variable, but you get what I mean. We'll find the distance times small col. So what we're doing here, really, because these pointers are going to shift, maybe, like, for example, when our right pointer's here, and our left pointer's here, our container would basically be like this, if you follow my mouse, right? So it wouldn't hold that much water, but we would still, obviously, it's bigger than 0, so we would update that. But obviously, when we compare these two columns here, we want to compare basically this area to what we've seen so far, and if it's bigger, we want to update the variable, right? That's what we're doing. That's why we're using the max, right? Comparing the variable right now compared to the current area that we're looking at, right? So again, this is really more like a math problem. Don't overcomplicate it. In terms of the pointers, which ones we should move, let's think about this logically, right? If the right pointer is here and the left pointer is here, how do we get more water in the container? Well, we want the walls to be bigger. So let's move the pointer, which has the lowest wall, okay? So we're going to say if the height of the left pointer is less than the height of the right, then obviously the left pointer should be moved, right? Otherwise, oops, this is not Python, sorry. But we're just doing one-liners because we don't need multiple lines, no brackets. Otherwise we're just gonna move the right pointer. So basically, if the left wall is smaller, let's move the left pointer. Otherwise, it means the right wall is smaller, so we'll move the right pointer to the left. Okay, just like that, and I believe that should be it. Looks like it. Yes, let's submit. So yeah, this is more like a math problem. Don't overcomplicate it. Right? Just look at the picture, make some observations, and then assess from there. I don't think this problem is really a medium personally. I can see how it might trip people up, but I don't think this one's a medium personally. I think there's a lot more harder mediums. But anyways, I hope this helped if you were stuck on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.